That's why. I'm gonna have to go live with my face.
It's on now.
Huh?
It's on now.
What's on?
I'm saying the live started. They just can't see you unless you pull that up.
Okay. All right. Good evening, YouTube subscribers. This is Granny B coming to you from Georgia. It's a very nice, cool evening here. I must give a disclosure here. I am very, very new to YouTube. Um, I'm hoping that my content will be of interest to my subscribers, as well as individuals who might just stop by and just take a peep at my channel. So, tonight we are going to have some very interesting, stimulating conversation about intimate partner violence. And the word intimate might throw some people off, but actually, intimate partner violence, referred to commonly as IPV, is not the same as domestic violence. Okay, let's just get into some definition of what IPV is, intimate partner violence. Intimate partner violence is abuse or aggression between romantic couples. Okay, and an example of romantic couple, okay, former spouses, current spouse, and dating partners. Okay, and the thing about um, domestic violence versus intimate partner violence is the fact that it has to be a romantic relationship that characterizes the violence as IPV. So that is the difference between domestic violence and intimate partner violence. Okay. So what prompted this content tonight is the fact that recently in Atlanta, Georgia, yes, the ATL, there was an incident of intimate partner violence that caught my attention. Um, a 25-year-old, very beautiful elementary school teacher was shot and killed by her intimate romantic partner. So that sparked some interest because it was so close to home, not in Chicago, not in New York, but right here in Georgia. So that was the motivation behind coming to you this evening to talk about IPV. Okay, so we're going to go on and I'm going to add some other information to this content. And we're going to look at some statistical information. Okay. Statistics shows that 85% of women are affected by IPV. And it's not to say it's not only a situation that involves women. Okay. IPV can as well affect men. Okay. But today's statistic shows that 5.3 there are 5.3 million incidents of IPV every year. And this is in men and women and of the age of 18 and older. And you might want to think about, okay, what are some of the signs of IVP or IPV? I'm sorry, intimate partner violence. And let's talk about some of the characteristics of it. Okay. Um, I'm just checking to see here. I'm gonna tell Dr. J again, good evening and thank you for stopping by and logging into my channel. Thank you very, very much. I know it's late, but we just want to cover a little information about IPV. Okay, so now we want to look at um, some more dynamics of IVP. If there's anyone out there, come on in and subscribe to my station and just come in and let's have some very frank and open conversation about a very critical issue that impact families as well as communities. So in terms of IPV, it can happen suddenly or it can be ongoing. And when I say it, I mean the violence, the aggression. It can vary in severity. Some examples of that would be, say, a blackened eye, punches to the gut, or even death. So, is it anyone, Dr. J? Have you had any experience? Have you notice anyone who might be going through this issue with IPV? Or have you been in a situation where you have noticed telltale signs of violence with a friend or relative or associate or, anyone? What are you thinking, Dr. J? Okay, well, we're going to move right along here and just continue to talk about intimate partner violence because it is violence that really affects our families and specifically can have devastating effect not only on or with the victim but on children in the household as well. Matter of fact, statistics shows that the main cause of intimate partner violence is childhood abuse. Children live what they learn. And this is really, really critical because this could be even some of the underlying reasons that children have difficulty in school managing their temper or anger. So, some of this, the root cause might actually start in the family. And yes, Dr. J, you are absolutely correct. Um, you you say you're thinking in terms of sexual violation, and absolutely, and that is correct and definitely on the right track. So it leads us to talk about the types of violence or aggression that might occur in a IPV situation. Okay, there are four types, well, other types, but we're just going to focus on four right now. Four types of violence or aggression, and they are physical violence against an intimate partner, sexual violence against an intimate partner, stalking, and psychological violence. And we're going to just quickly move, uh, just shift a little and talk about some of the signs of IPV. And some of the signs are jealousy. And sometimes we mistake jealousy for love. Oh, he loves me so much, and he doesn't want me to talk to anyone. Well, actually, that's not love. That's controlling behavior. And that is one of the well known characteristics of intimate partner violence. You know, your partner might try to control you, be it a woman or a man. He may bully you, okay, to the extent that you feel if you say anything to him or her and make them angry, that that aggression will be turned on you. Also, the person can be quick tempered. It's just like you walking around the house on eggshells because you're so tensed about ticking him off, saying the wrong thing, you know, or doing something that the perpetrator might not like. Okay. Dr. J is saying controlling and love are often confused. Dr. J, you are absolutely correct. And that's why victims have to be very, very careful and very discerning between what is love and what is controlling behavior. And we often get that very confused. And I have to go back and say that this kind of behavior is not just geared to women. Women are not the only victims of intimate partner violence. It can easily be a man as well. So we have to be very, 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 very careful when someone wants to control who you talk to on the telephone, what time you go to work, times you, in terms of what time you get home, um, is not pleased with you meeting up with your girlfriends or guys meeting up with their guy friends for happy hour or something like that. He wants to control or she wants to control even your interaction with your family members. And that might say, oh, nah, but that is a part of the controlling behavior. It doesn't matter. The operative word here is control, you know. So, of course, we said that he has a very quick temper, or she has a quick temper. That person is unpredictable. You just don't know how to act around this person because you don't know what might provoke him to transcend into his aggressive mode, which could be very counteractive for the victim because some of this abuse actually, like what happened to the young lady in Atlanta, the ATL, that it can result into death of an abuse victim. So we have to be very, very careful in how we differentiate love uh, to make sure that it's not, that you're not being controlled and finding yourself in a situation where it's like very, very difficult to maneuver yourself out of there. Okay. So also, that person might have a history of abuse, domestic violence. Um, and sometimes, when we go into these relationships, whether it's a man get into a relationship with a female or female get in a relationship with a man, another male, or vice versa, or same sex partners. It doesn't matter. The violence still becomes the most salient part of the interaction. Dr. J is saying interaction with family members indeed is a sign of control. Dr. J, you are absolutely right. Can you imagine being in a relationship where it's tasteful to even talk to your mother, to go out for lunch with your sister or with your brother or with a coworker, and feeling that, oh my God, I don't know how this person is going to react to me when I get back to my house, get home. It's just a very, very tense, intense, situation to be in. Absolutely. I can't even start. And I'm like you, Dr. J. I just can't start to imagine what that will feel like, not being able to move freely in a relationship that you think is built on love, mutual respect. And this is not the situation. This is not the situation. But that is what happens in or with intimate partner violence. It's just a situation where a person who is experiencing intimate partner violence, they need to at first recognize that this is not a love relationship. This is not a relationship where my partner is looking out for my well-being, me and my safety, as well as my mental health. Because a lot of people who are in these kind of relationships get so engrossed in what's going on with them and being out of control that they find themselves developing mental health issues. So, if you find yourself in that kind of situation, thank you, Dr. J. I feel that this is very good content, content that we need to share um, with families, via it through counseling, community information, family information. Families kind of like not say having surveillance over their loved one, but definitely being observant enough to know if their loved one is in trouble. Because one of the first things, like I said, has to be done. You have to recognize that you are in a potentially deadly situation. You have to first recognize that. Okay. And then after you recognize it, you need to get help. Refer, and get help. Get help. If it's a life or death situation, you need to have a safety plan. You have to have a safety plan. I know sometimes when women and or men are in this situation, they may feel that confronting their partner to say, "Oh, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving now. I'm taking the children." And that is a very, very wrong move. When you find yourself in these kind of situations, first, like I said, you need to get help. You need to seek help. You need to seek support. And more than that, you need an exit plan. You need a safety plan. If this violence starts, who do I call? Where do I go? That constitutes a safety plan. So, this is what I wanted to bring to my subscribers tonight. I hope that Dr. J, I hope that you have enjoyed the content. I look forward to coming back with more content of this source, um, so that we can be ever aware of these issues that can be potentially deadly for us. And what I mean, a woman or a man, or for our children. Because a lot of times children get tied up in the physical abuse, and a lot of times children become the victim as well by default. So we're going to end here, and I want to thank you, Dr. J, for coming in with your comments. And I hope to be able to come with very stimulating and controversial content for my subscribers. And like I say, I want to do a disclaimer. This is my first live, and I'm looking forward to other live interactions. And I hope that it will result into some very insightful, stimulating conversation. So, Dr. J, again, I want to thank you so much for checking into my channel tonight. And I want to bid everyone good night, stay blessed, and stay safe.